Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching the 5th episode of the first season of Young Sheldon. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying it so far. If that's what's today's full episode, it is available through the link in the description below. Just clicking it, put a password in, and enjoy. So reiterate the last few introductions that we've been doing. I'm really enjoyed the show. You know, with 4 episodes in going into the 5th, I've enjoyed every one so far. I don't think there's been one kind of high or low episode. I've actually really enjoyed the consistency of it, which is really pleasing to me. And obviously, usually, it seems to anyway, that the shows progressively get better. You know, the first season is kind of what hooks you in and you get used to the characters and what they're all about. And then you progress forward with good established storylines, where right now it's kind of all just about Sheldon. The show is called Young Sheldon, so I know it's heavily going to be evolved around him. However, each character's got to have their own traits and abilities and their own little storylines going on, haven't they? You know, like Georgie and his mum. They've got to have something going on. His brother in school, and as well as obviously his sister Missy. You know, every single person's got to have their own little side story going on, as well as obviously focusing on Sheldon and how he progresses forward with his education, his knowledge, and you know, developing into the person that we know he is. But currently, right now, I'm really enjoying the way we've kind of started the show, and I'm excited to see obviously where we go from here. If you do enjoy today's episode, please smash the like. It really does help out the channel. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into today's episode.
In Texas, the Holy Trinity is God, football, and barbecue.
Don't care if you win, just cover the damn spread. 4th down.
Got a punt.
Gotta. When the Aggies give up the ball on their own 5-yard line, the opposing team has a 92% chance of scoring. But since they convert on 4th down 50% of the time, the math says they should never punt again.
Sheldon, I've been playing and coaching football all my life. I don't think your math is right.
Is it your dentist? The little guy with the glasses? You can tell me.
Right, so we're back to the cow at the start there. What I'm going to say is, you know, he kind of is correct. You know, I feel like the only time you should punt it is if, like, you've got a massive lead, and you're kind of close to your own area. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't know what... I watch American football occasionally, so I don't know it fully in depth in terms of it. But, like, obviously, when you're in your half and you're towards your own field goal, if you've 4th down, and if you obviously lose it, they're so close to your end that they can score a touchdown and get a field kick. Do you know what I mean? Like, you might as well punt it in those situations. However, he's probably correct. You know, if you kind of mid-pitch, midfield, and you're going for it, you might as well go for the 4th down, either do a sneak or throw it. Like, you know, how often do you actually see a team just punt it and then somebody either get the return and just run and score, or somebody get the return and gain 10, 15 yards and then they full on back in your half already ready to score? Do you know what I mean? So he probably is right number-wise. I think that objectively, depending on the game and the scores, it depends on when to kick. But statistics, people do love them. He's probably correct.
I gotta tell you, I'm a little worried about my mother. She keeps betting on these football games. Next thing you know, there's an Italian fella driving off with her pickup truck.
I think Sheldon's right.
About what?
The punting and math.
No. He's been doing our taxes since he's 6 years old. We've never been audited.
Imagine.
How come Mom's not taking me to school?
Because once in a while, your dad wants to spend some time with you. I think those numbers you talked about for Texas A&M would apply to my JV squad.
I don't see why not.
You're not thinking about taking his advice, are you?
Never you mind.
But he's wrong. Everybody knows you punt on 4th down.
Why does everybody knowing something make it right?
That's what makes this country great.
Brother would use this same argument in front of a judge. He was still convicted for urinating in a phone booth.
Damn it. We got plenty of time.
I know. Still want to go for it.
We're on the 12-yard line. Everybody know you punt.
Why does everybody know something make it right?
Okay, coach says we're going for it.
What the hell? Punt?
Statistically, they're better off going for it.
Says who?
My little boy.
Just plain foolishness.
Your little boy's a real genius.
Well, actually, he is.
Put him in on the field. Defense. Replay 4th down.
What the hell? Punt! Remind me to tell you about the tax refund they got from the IRS.
He's run it again.
Get the 30, the 20, the 10, touchdown.
I never had any doubt, though. Never had any doubt.
you know what would have been nice there if it was his brother that actually scored that touchdown? But they took it from one extreme to the other. Instead of just throwing it and gaining the next 10 yards, you know what I mean? They've gone completely from their own 12 yards to getting a touchdown, which is, I won't say highly unlikely, but you know what I mean? Like, that's one extreme to the other, innit? However, it would have been nice if his brother done it, because then they both could reap in the rewards. He'd be the winner, yeah. And obviously the dad, like, good coaching coach, you know what I mean?
Night, me, Mom.
Can I ask you a favor?
Sure, what?
You know those statistics that you were talking about with your dad? Be applied to, say, who might win the Cowboys-Packers game next week, and more specifically, by how much?
I suppose with enough data, I could make a reasonable guess.
Just tacking them in.
I got something for you.
It's dirty.
That's because it's the game ball. And you earned it because you helped us win.
Thank you, Dad.
You're welcome.
I'm still never touching that.
I continued to help my father apply statistics to coach his team. Not surprisingly, they continued to win, which changed my status in the school dramatically. Fives, and as my popularity grew, so did my time aloft.
Do you know how popular we are?
We?
Yeah, I put the word out I was helping you with the football stats. And since I'm Asian, they bought it.
I was touched 82 times this afternoon.
What do you mean touched?
Not inappropriately. Joyfully.
You have any more arithmetic ideas for next week's game?
I do, but I'm trying to finish my homework.
It's complicated.
Advanced chemistry, it's not.
Your brother and I are going to knock around a few ideas for the Freeport game. Thought it might help with your figuring.
I don't need a calculator, Dad. I am one.
And look at this room. You need to clean this mess up. Stop throwing that ball.
My room bothers you so much, you clean it.
Yes, you are grounded. You hear me?
The hell?
Moon pie.
Waiting for it to sneak in, look at that.
Games.
I'm sorry, I have to finish my homework and then I have to help my dad.
I make you cookies. How about a little quid pro quo?
As much as I enjoy your use of Latin, no.
Don't you sass me too, young man. Brush your teeth and get to bed.
I think your anger might be a little misdirected.
Don't you start with me either.
Can I speak to Sheldon?
No, you can't speak to Sheldon. It's late. He's in bed.
I was hoping he might like to go to a party with me.
Has everyone lost their mind? He's a little boy, Tam. Good night.
What are you doing? Trying to calculate the odds of the Dolphins covering the spread next Sunday. What are you doing here?
Would you like to go to a party with me?
I don't want to go to a party with anyone. I will.
Right across the street. Just get me in and you can go back to bed. Why are you wearing that?
It makes me look older.
Hey, Sheldon!
What are you doing?
Hey, everybody, check it out. Sheldon's here.
I feel bad about yelling at Georgie. I think he's feeling left out now that you and Sheldon are spending so much time together.
Always saying to find something in common with Sheldon, and now that I have, you're telling me I'm ignoring Georgie?
I'm just reminding you that you got two sons.
I know. I also got a daughter I need to spend more time with.
You do, but I wouldn't worry about her. She's an angel.
Hello, Georgie.
You're not supposed to be here.
Neither are you. You're grounded.
Come on. Both of you are going home.
How's puberty treating you? Because it is knocking me for a loop.
How old's he? Like, honestly, we've actually not been told how old he is. I know that we've been told that he's gifted. Like, well, I'm assuming that he's gifted because he's in high school and he's clearly not the same age as all of them. But like, is he the same age as Sheldon? Because I feel like he looks older than 9, but he looks nowhere near the same age as everybody else. You know what I mean? So it's interesting. And I've said it before, but I feel like the casting of the kids, I feel like they all kind of look like they are related. Like, I actually do think it's good casting, if I'm being totally honest. I feel like even if you look at the one that his brother in The Big Bang Theory, kind of, I wouldn't say look similar, but the style, the haircut, it's the same from kid to adult. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think they've done a good job in kind of sticking to what we know. And, like, I feel like they all kind of look the same as well. And like I said, I actually really enjoying all the siblings and how they act with each other.
Somehow, my parents didn't find out about me partying heartily, but I did pay a price for burning the candle at both ends. In my exhaustion, I did all the calculations in my head, and like a common zoo animal, forgot to show my work.
I just saw one of those girls from the party, and she acknowledged my existence by doing this. I never felt so alive.
If I don't make some changes, who knows how far I'll fall. I could wind up a drug addict. Starting today, I'm done helping the football team.
Extricating myself from this situation was not going to be easy. I tattled.
Mom,
That is fact.
I go pick up some equipment for the team. You want to join me?
Sheldon going?
That little snitch? Absolutely not.
Sheldon's still gonna help you with the math?
I don't think so. But I did hear his little Asian friend can do it.
Oilers are a 4-point favorite for this Sunday's game, but it's a home game, so I'm thinking I give the points. What do you think?
The Oilers give the points.
You see, the thing is, in a sporting
For the
event, it's
record,
anybody
the
can happen,
Oilers
anybody can
lost
win.
that game
Yeah.
by 4 touchdowns. Meemaw never asked for my advice again.
How you doing there, Connie?
Hey, Vincent. What brings you to Louisiana?
Putting me in a very awkward position.
I want a toaster oven playing Keno. You want it?
I want my money.
It's a very nice jacket. You're looking dapper. Hey, they comp my room here. They do that for you? Patience, Vincenzo. Yes! Take a down payment in quarters.
Do I have a choice? Hey! Hey, I need another cup!
No, she actually won a lot there, actually. She actually did, because 4 quarters is $1, isn't it? Like, but gambling is bad. I mean, I love a gamble on sports anyway. It just makes it more fun. But, like, not to a hefty amount where it impacts my bank account, where, like, if I lost it, I'd be devastated. I mean, it's like, if you do lose it, you're like, oh, mate, wounded. But it's not as if, like, my life's affected. It's not as if I can't go out and still buy my food, have fun, pay the bills. I'm not betting my car on a football match, you know what I mean, hoping that he comes in, and then when it done, I'm running away from all these debt collectors coming around. Like, that's bad. Honestly, it really, really is. And it does seem like she's proper in on the gambling. It's been mentioned a few times in the first 5 episodes, but statistics do actually work, but not all the time. Like, for example, statistically, the team that's at the bottom of the table, should be losing against the top. If you ran the percentage and the numbers, you would say the team that's first place has probably got like an 85-90% chance of winning based on a previous form. However, it just matters who turns up on a day. Literally, who turns up on the day. You could literally just have a bad day at the office, no matter what sporting event it is, and lose. Nothing's guaranteed in a sporting, competitive environment. You know what I mean? Like, Michael Phelps, when he was in the Olympics, he was pretty much dominating all the time. He's won the most gold medals. You would statistically say that he was going to win every race that he was in, same as Usain Bolt. But he didn't win every single race. Sometimes he got a silver medal. You know what I mean? Because on the day, in that one sole singular moment, somebody else wanted it a little bit more. And that's just the same. Like, statistics are always good, but it's not facts. You got to base it on the facts. And betting's just betting. It's hope. It's hitting hope. How many times have I bet on Man City to win, right? And then they've lost my bet because they've drew. And it's like, mate, you win the Premier League every year. Literally for like the past seven times out of 8. Play against bottom. How have you not won? You just lost me 500 quid. Do you know what I mean? But it just happens. It just does. You can't bet on anything. Like, you can't bank on anything as factual when it's in a competitive thing. It's just hit and hope. Hit and hope. But again, another solid episode. 5 in, 5 enjoyed. We love to see it. Okay, that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. 5 episodes in, 5 really enjoyable ones. And in today's episode, we've seen Sheldon actually make kind of like loads of friends. He's helped his dad out, and he's helped the football team out, and it's obviously rose his popularity within the school environment. Tom as well is diving on there. He's trying to bandwagon onto all the popularity. You can see them going to parties, and people are enjoying him. And obviously his grade slipped. Going from an A star to probably a B plus. It's not good for him. To me, I wouldn't mind if I got a B plus in every report. I'd be absolutely loving it. What a time to be alive. However, for someone like him, grade A, pinpoint, top marks, he's not happy with it. And it does work. If he went to his mum and he was saying, "Look, mum, everybody else is asking me to help them with their things and it's impacting my education," she's gonna go off on one, and you're seeing it, shouting at the kids, shouting at the dad, shouting at the mum, do you know what I mean, going for it, and obviously he's back to how he was. However, if the football team start doing crap again, it's not Sheldon's fault. It just shows that what he was doing working, you know what I mean, but like, it's not his responsibility to make the team win. It's their responsibility, so he's got no obligation to give them the information. And so that was interesting, but he seems like he's having a better time in school. He's not being alienated and left out, and it helped him in today's, obviously at the expense of himself. But it's been really good so far. I've enjoyed the first 5 episodes, and I can't wait to see where we go. So thanks for checking out today's. If you did enjoy it, please smash like. It really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.